11 o'clock on this late Monday night, January 1st, 2018, and it's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Monday night, January 1st, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 11 o'clock on this 1st of 2018, the first day of 2018, the first night. Top story in the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is Kim Jong-un offers a rare olive branch in South Korea. Recreational pot sales roll out in California with celebratory bunts and big crowds. Race war spoon, Meryl Streep and more stars fight against sexual harassment with Time's Up movement. Georgia survives Oklahoma in classic back and forth Rose Bowl in double overtime. 54-48 as they await the winner of the Sugar Bowl, winner between Alabama and Auburn, and where last time we checked it's Alabama leading Auburn 10-6 in the third quarter in New Orleans. As Iranian protesters dig in, officials warn of harsher response. New Jersey teen held a New Year's Eve shooting deaths of parents and sister, prosecutors said. President Trump treats Pakistan accused of lies in deceit. 2 U.S. families die in Costa Rica plane crash. Israel indicts Palestinian teenage girl punched soldier according to an army. Chicago's homicide rate plummeted in 2017, but gang response remains high. Record China cold reaches into Florida. 7 people hurt in traffic crash in Richmond District in California. President Trump returns to White House to have a break at the Mar-a-Lago Resort in Florida. Added to Customs and Border Protection leads to long lines at airports. Hawaiian Airlines passengers time travel their way back to 2017 at least next year, but that's less thing to worry about. Astronauts have identified unknown microbes in space for the first time. Chocolate is on track to go extinct in 40 years. And more than 10,000 patients registered for a medical marijuana program. Peter Cholu's time is 11 o'clock. Now it's 11:01 on this late Monday night. And now, take a look at other sports news. Central Florida completes perfect season of defeat of Auburn in the Peach Bowl. Jim Harbaugh must fix Michigan offense for the pivotal 2018 after Outback Bowl meltdown. And John Gruden hangs over the Raiders after Del Rio firing. Peter Channel News time is 11:01 on this late Monday night, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Beep beep! Let's study off on the MBTA where the Fitchburg train 24-12, 9:45 p.m. from watches it up at 20-30 minutes basket between North Leominster and North Station due to signal issues. But otherwise, it's looking good in commuter rails and expect delays tomorrow morning on the commuter rail. Expected packed extra travel time at 20 minutes. You're going to be right in the tea because of the sub-zero chills, and Hingham ferry service out of Hingham Intermodal Facility is suspended beginning Tuesday during second until further notice due to ice damage on the dock and halt at Boston ferry service continues. Okay, let's take a look at the highways and byways of New England on this late Monday night. The first of 2018, Rhode Island vicinity. It's looking good in the Providence vicinity and Rhode Island highways. 195 westbound side, it's a little slow just around Route 24 in Fall River. 25 eastbound side, backed up to Route 6 and 28 in Buzzards Bay and Wareham. Route 3 on the southbound side, it's slowing down in South Plymouth. Mass by interchange at 93 in Boston, it's a little slow. Route 1A on it, the northbound side, it's backed up around Logan Airport. 495 on the southbound side, it is backed up around Route 20 in Marlborough. 91 on the southbound side, it is backed up before the Massachusetts-Connecticut border. 691 eastbound side, it is backed up on IE4 in Somerton. Merritt Parkway westbound side is backed up on Wallingford. And highways and byways of Connecticut are looking good. Belt Parkway eastbound side, it is slow around Bay Ridge, but highways and byways in New York City are looking good. And up in northern New England, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine highways are looking in State A7 on the southbound side, low slow on Route 11 in Champlain, New York, and Route 59, the northbound side, so 7 Quebec headed towards Montreal, and New York State 3 on both ends is backed up between Utica and eastern Rochester due to snow. Interstate A1 on both ends is backed up between Pulaski and Binghamton, New York. And New York State 3 both ends is backed up just east of Buffalo. Interstate A6 on both ends backed up between Erie, Pennsylvania, down to Alfred due to the snow. I-79 on both ends is backed between Edinburgh, Pennsylvania, Grove City, Pennsylvania, and Interstate 90 eastbound side is backed up east to Cleveland, Ohio. Peter Children's time is 11:03 on this late Monday night, and it's time now for a weather report. And expect this to be another frigid night on tap, and more of the same tomorrow. And currently in Naughton, Massachusetts at 11:04 p.m. This is not a typo. This is not a typo. The temperature in Norton, 2 below. 2 below. With a dew point of 7 below. Humidity 80% and the barometer 30.27 inches, and it is steady. And do you see the readings? This is not for real. This is not made up. It is real field temperature 2 below with wind chills below 0. Okay, looking at the 11 p.m. reports. 7 and above in Boston, 3 in Beverly and Gloucester, 7 below in Bedford, pair of goose eggs in Norwood, and in Worcester and in Fitchburg, it is 1 below in Taunton, 5 above in Providence and Bedford, 10 above in Newport, 7 in Plymouth and Falmouth, 12 degrees in Provincetown, Chatham, Moffattsville, and in Nantucket, it's 12 above in Block-Ons, 20 in Montauk, 11 in Nislip, 18 in New York City. A pair of 14s in Bridgeport and New Haven. 3 more goose eggs from Danbury down to Waterbury and Meriden, Connecticut, 3 above in Hartford, 2 below in Springfield and Greenfield, Mass, and Albany, New York, and 15 below in Saratoga Springs. It is 8 below in Rutland, Vermont, 11 below in Bennington, Vermont, 15 below in Lebanon and Keene, Hampshire, 6 below in Javon, Hampshire, 4 below in the Nashua, Manchester and Concord, Hampshire, 6 below in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 2 above in Portsmouth, Hampshire, 6 below in Portland, Maine. Okay, looking at the surface map around the country, it shows stationary front searching the line from southwestern portions of British Columbia all the way down for the Rockies and down to northeastern Mexico, and then a cold front stretching off the Florida coast, and high pressure ridges coming out of much of the northern plain straits from the Dakotas down through northwestern Iowa, and a high pressure ridge in Ontario, and a low pressure down around New York State bringing some snow showers, and a photometry down for western Mexico, and another one down the California coast, and a warm front stretching the western portions of British Columbia and Alberta, and a low pressure down around southeastern California. 11 above in Detroit, 5 above in Pittsburgh, 17 in Washington, D.C., 20 in Atlanta, 65 in Miami, 24 in Dallas, Texas, 37 in Brownsville, Texas, it's 0 in Kansas City, 9 below in Omaha, Nebraska, and 6 below in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 5 below in Chicago, 2 below in Great Falls, Montana, 37 in Seattle, 57 in San Francisco, 60 in Los Angeles, it's 51 in Las Vegas, Nevada, 29 in Salt Lake City, 15 in Denver, 36 in Albuquerque, Mexico, and 63 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, taking a look at the current radar situation around the region, and it shows patchy clouds covering much of western Vermont and southeastern Vermont, and north central Maine and northern portions of Maine and western portions of New Brunswick and eastern portions of Quebec. And looking at the radar, and it shows some snow showers on the line from west of Albany, New York, down south of Utica and Syracuse, New York, and Geneva, New York, and snowing around Ithaca and Binghamton, New York, and it's snowing down on western New York around the Buffalo area, and down around Jamestown, and it's snowing around the Cleveland metropolitan area, and down on snowing around the Toronto area, and down around southwestern tip of Ontario, and it is snowing down around Grand Rapids, Michigan, and the northwestern portions of Michigan, and down around Searchmont in Ontario. And it's raining off the Texas coast, and it's raining down around the central Atlantic coast of Florida, and it's raining off Los Angeles and San Diego with some clouds off Southern California and clouds off Florida and off the Gulf states, and clouds down around the eastern Great Lakes from Michigan down to northern Indiana, and down to Ohio, down to western PA, down to northern West Virginia. Okay. We have a wind chill advisory until 11 a.m. tomorrow for central western Massachusetts, and extends to North Boston suburbs north and west. And what I'm expecting on a Thursday, storms will be possible snow likely and strong temperature wind. And looking at the models and my take, about 1 to 3 inches of snow in Boston vicinity, and 2 in southern New England, with 3 to 6 inches on the Cape and Islands. But it's still Monday, so if the track moves further to the west, we will have more snowfall. If it tracks further east, we'll get a lower amount. It all depends on the track of the bottle. And the margin of error could be the difference in the storm on Thursday. And I'm expecting tomorrow's highs 13 to 21 degrees and Wednesday highs. I'll be a little warmer, but still below normal, but it should be the pick of the week with temperatures in 23 to 31 degrees. Alright. Forecast discussions, bitter cold weather will continue into Tuesday. With some moderation Wednesday to Thursday, a significant coastal storm will likely bring accumulated snow late Wednesday night to Thursday night. How much snow will fall is dependent on how close the system tracks New England. Another blast of Arctic air will fall for Friday and the next weekend, and satellite imagery shows mainly clear skies over the 7 New England. The shortwave is sweeping over the New England with 5 millbar temperatures of 40 Celsius to 42 Celsius below, and it should move east of the region by Morden and Mulligan. Also showing increased clouds with moisture around 850 millibars, but satellite images show just lake effect clouds upstream, and as clouds dissipated as they enter New England, and satellite also shows ocean effects clouds offshore. Expect mainly clear skies overnight. Leftovers from the lake effect clouds in the New York may hold together enough to bring some increased sky cover over the Berkshires and across the eastern slopes, and wind chill remain as they are throughout the night, with cooling temperatures will allow wind chills around 15 Fahrenheit below in the western central Massachusetts. Early night temperatures in this area will be 1 and 2 to 4 degrees colder than planned. So we have adjusted minimum temperatures low 2 to 3 degrees and expanded wind chill advisory to cover western Middlesex County, Worcester County, and points west. Alright. As its weather outlook, late Wednesday night and Thursday night, accumulating snow is likely as low pressure tracks off the New England coast while it is still too early to determine snowfall amounts. Winter weather headlines may eventually be required. And Friday to Saturday, and another blast of bitter cold air is likely, and wind chill headlines will be needed again for the portion of the southern New England. And next weekend, that prolonged bitter cold brings the chance of ice freeze up ice jams that have been into southern New England, as freeze up ice jams can produce floating upriver. The ice jam location sea ice formation also likely on harbors, bays, and inlets. Okay, look at that forecast goes like this. Tonight, most of the coast got about 2 below. Wind chill lows low is 10 below. West wind about 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Tuesday, sun's got about 18 degrees and wind chill low is 13 below. West about 7 to 9 miles an hour. For Tuesday night, most of the coast got 8 above. West wind about 3 to 8 miles an hour. For Wednesday, sun's got about 29 degrees. Coming becoming in southwest about 6 miles in the morning. For Wednesday night, chance of snow may after 2 a.m. Most of the coast got about 18 degrees and coming becoming in north around 6 miles in the midnight. Chance patient 40%. For Thursday, snow under 20 degrees and chance patient 8%. Thursday night, a chance of snow before 2 a.m. Most of the coast got about 7 above. Chance patients 50%. For Friday, Putty, center of the podcast got about 13 to about 6 below. For Saturday, sunny and cold, mostly clear skies, about 8 above, low about 5 below. For Sunday, sunny in the podcast about 15 about 5 above. And Monday, a chance of snow showers. Most of the coast got about 31 degrees and chance patient 30%. And that's going to be for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news on this late Monday night. January 1st, 2018 on PG, which will be have a good night with a good bye to and all. See you tomorrow morning. More important. Hope you have a good night.